Hi guys, this is Erica Flynn with Shop LuLaRoe Erica Flynn, and this is segment 1 of my tips and tricks to balancing family life with LuLaRoe Consultant life, and both are very doable. So the first thing I want to talk about is kind of how to prepare before you actually become a consultant, so before your first launch date, your first sale. So first, you can find me here on Facebook at Shop LuLaRoe Erica Flynn. You can private message me there, and I will love to go into further detail or answer any more questions that you may have after watching this clip. You can also find me on Instagram at lularoe.ericaflynn. So first, before you launch, and when you decide to become a consultant, you're going to have about 2 to 3 months. That's about the time frame right now as of, let's see, today's June 30th, 2016. So you're going to have that time to prepare, watch some training videos, and get everything organized. So I really love that you actually have that time frame to do those things. I waited that long, and I'm really, really thankful that I did. So the things to help you prepare so that you are organized when all of your boxes come, all your inventory comes, and it's time to kick your butt in gear and get to work. You have the least amount of stress balancing all those boxes and family. Or maybe in some cases, your other job. Maybe you're a full-time employee somewhere else too in the workforce. So the first thing that I would recommend doing is just watching training videos that your sponsor will have for you. My sponsor is really great about giving me a lot of information to really help me be prepared to know what to expect and how to make my social media accounts and my VIP group the most successful. So watch those training videos, participate in your own team trainings. As your sponsor, we'll have weekly trainings so that we can always be prepared and on top of things to make the most out of our LuLaRoe experience. The second thing I did, which I'm really, really grateful for this, you think you're going to kind of have it all together and then your boxes come, and I didn't realize how much time that was going to take. But I was prepared with everything else at home, so I was able to spend the time doing that. So I'd say your first week is definitely your most craziest at first, because you're literally photographing 400 items of clothing, so which is pretty crazy, as well as you're promoting your first sale on your social media accounts, and you're wanting to interact with your customers and build relationships. So it's a really crazy week, and the best way to be prepared for that without taking away from your family is to take care of your family's needs as far as like the house and errands and bills to pay and things like that before your inventory gets there. So you get your onboarding call, you wait for your inventory to arrive, and during that space you focus on your home. So I deep cleaned my house. I cleaned out my closets where I knew that my inventory was going to be. I cleaned out my drawers. I cleaned out Avery, my toddler, her room. I cleaned it. I deep cleaned my bathrooms. I deep cleaned my kitchen. So all of those little things that I knew I probably wouldn't have time for in the next couple of weeks would be taken care of, and I wouldn't have that in the back of my mind also kind of stressing me out. Another thing that I did is I meal planned. So I went to Costco and I bought a couple easy meals for the days when I had my sale. So Friday night, 7 p.m. is when I post my inventory. And so Friday nights are quick dinner nights or crock pot meals. And so I just kind of meal prepped that way, where I already had my meals planned. Days when I know it'll be crazy, I actually cook and I let my toddler help when she's awake during lunchtime. So I'll make breakfast or lunch and dinner at the same time. Or I'll throw my meal in the crock pot, let it cook for 4 hours, and it's ready to go at dinner time. So that's one easy thing that I actually have really enjoyed doing, and that's actually benefited me a lot, and wish I would have done it even before LuLaRoe, because I personally hate spending the time to make dinner, and I hate cleaning up dinner even more than that. So those are just a couple little tips that I have. Another thing is to set work hours. So before LuLaRoe, I realized I wouldn't have a ton of time during the day to devote to LuLaRoe. So I just made a schedule for myself that during nap time would be the time that I would devote to LuLaRoe. She goes to bed and I work hard. I just pound it out, work, work, work. But it's fun work. Like, I love it. It's so much fun. It makes the time go by. I feel productive. And then when she goes to bed, I work again until my husband gets home. He works late, so I usually have until about 10 o'clock at night to do that. My husband, fortunately, is a morning person and gets up really early. I am not. Normally I would sleep in until my baby wakes up, but he wakes up and goes to the gym, and so now I wake up. I have some personal study time and reflection, and then I begin LuLaRoe. And I just kind of have a list of things that I need to get done throughout the day and focus on that. And it hasn't been bad. Like, I haven't felt stressed. I haven't felt like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get this done, or oh, I actually really need to do this while Avery's awake, so I'm just going to put a movie on for her. It hasn't been like that at all yet. And I'm sure maybe sometimes it will be, but it hasn't been that way for me yet. And I think as long as I keep this schedule, it's not going to be that way. You just have to really manage your time, and you can make this work for you. If you want to do this, you can do it. My husband always says we make a priority what we want to be a priority, and it's true. I decided I wanted LuLaRoe to be a priority under my family. So my family comes first, and then LuLaRoe comes second. And I've enjoyed it. I feel like I'm a happy person, and I feel like I'm a productive person, which makes me a happy person. So you can do it too. If you're interested in being on my team, I'm happy to have you, and if you just need some questions answered, I'm happy to do that as well. So again, you can find me here, Facebook, Shop LuLaRoe Erica Flynn, and Instagram, LuLaRoe.EricaFlynn. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, send some emails, and yeah, I'm excited for your LuLaRoe journey, and I'm excited for mine as well. Thanks.